Pitch on the way from Powers and a bunt. Perfect bunt right to third base. Throw is just in time as it barely got Gross, but she did her job, moved the runner to second. Perfect bunt.
Just laid it down right where it needed to be. I thought she beat it out there.
Goes 5-3 on the putout as Emily Powers came up to field it. Jada Campbell to the plate. Kylie James on deck. Cats trail 6-4. Here in the bottom of the sixth inning, Jada Campbell has had a good afternoon. She had a triple. She scored 2 of the Cats' 4 runs. This is a hard hit ball lofted towards left field in foul territory. Bangs off the fence, foul. 0-1. Big at bat here for Jada to get this thing back to single run deficit.
I think that's what she's trying to do. I think you just want to poke it and find a way to score the runner at second base.
6-4 Cats trail in case you're just tuning in. Bottom of the sixth, 1 out. And this is a popped up towards second off the bat of Jada Campbell, caught by McCoy, and there's 2 outs. Not the out you were looking for there. You gotta want to put one on the ground and make them make a throw, make them make the catch and the throw. Instead, the pop out to McCoy, 2 outs. And it will be on Kylie James here to get the Cats on the board here in the sixth. James 1 for 2 on the afternoon, had a sac fly and an RBI that drove in the first run of the game. Pitch missed to inside, ball got by the catcher. Taking second is Leonard, or third is Leonard. As she moves up 60 feet. It's always different. I'm used to saying 90 feet with baseball. As Leonard is on at third base. Kylie James with a runner at third. Hard hit ball hit right towards short, and the ball got by the first baseman, Dean. 1 run scores, and in at second on the air is James. Tough break there. A hard hit ball right toward Austin. She threw it on time, but Dean mishandled it, and it got all the way back to the backstop right in front of the Bearcat dugout, and a run scores.
Just look at the faces of these Twin Springs players and just see they're all starting to get a little frustrated with themselves.
Cats without a hit this inning, but have drawn closer. It's 6-5 and a runner in scoring position to tie it.
And a big part of the lineup here
is Kylie James as Samantha Venable steps to the plate. A hard hit ball popped towards left field right at Chloe Burke. It sounded good off the bat, just hung up in the air long enough, and Burke able to get under it. That'll end the inning. An F7 in the scorebook as the Cats score a run without really doing a whole lot. We had a leadoff walk of Chloe Leonard in her first at bat of the year. Madison Gross sacrifice bunt moved her to second. A wild pitch moved her to third base. Then Kylie James put a ball in play to second with 2 outs, or short with 2 outs. That resulted in an error on the throw and scored the run. So we'll definitely take it. 1 run, no hits, 1 error, and the Cats have cut it to 6-5 as we head to the final inning here as the Bearcats trail by 1. We'll be right back on Bearcat Radio.
So I'm a cat, and I just moved in with this new human, and she's got this little toy she's always playing with all day long. Tap, 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 bloop, bloop. She can't put it down. There it is. Oh, and get this. She even talks to it. Last week, she asked it for Chinese, and guess what? Egg rolls showed up. Like magic. Humans have cool toys.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
Top of the seventh inning, the final frame from Highland View Field. 5, 6, and 7 up for Twin Springs. It's Aubrey Powers, Bailey Compton, and Chloe Burke will face Bailey Lamb as the Cats try to keep Twin Springs off the board as we head into the final frame of this one, trailing 6-5.
I think, like I said, Dylan, the whole game, you just got to keep winning the frame, and they've done it well enough thus far to be 1 run back in the last frame.
Won the last 2 as this one's a fly ball hit towards straightaway left. Madison Gross settles under it and makes the grab as she reached above her head there to make the catch for out number 1.
And great play there. It's hard to see it in the lights, and she did a great job of keeping her body in front of it and making a good play.
1 down. I couldn't ask for a better start to this final frame as Lamb gets the first out on the first pitch fly out, and Bailey Compton steps in. She's 3 for 3, been the toughest out tonight. There's a triple and 2 singles. This one's hit into left and another base hit. This time another single. So a triple and 3 singles in the game for Compton. And also a stolen base, 3 RBIs, and a run scored. So talk about a night she's had. It's been almost impossible to get her out if you're the Bearcats, as Compton's on at first with a 1-out single.
Right here, you're looking for a ground ball to try and go ahead and get out of the inning.
She had 2 hits in the last game as well. So what a start to the year for her. This is a ground ball hit hard towards third, right underneath the glove of Kylie James. She kind of hopped up on it right when it got underneath her glove, and that will be an error.
Got to see it in.
Got to stay down on that one. It's an E5. Put your runners at first and second with just 1 out. Natalie Adams steps to the plate. She's 0 for 2 with a walk. The bottom 2 of the order to the plate. Bailey Lamb winds and fires. This one fouled straight into the ground at home. 0-1. This is the key of the game so far. You've clawed back. You've cut it to a 1-run game. You're dealing now with runners in scoring position. See if you can handle this situation. Good growing spot here for the Cats.
Absolutely.
Wind and fire. A bunt fouled straight off the shoulder of Adams.
And
it's 1-2.
So see if she wants to drop it now.
They've not been afraid to test the third baseman of the Cats this afternoon, as they went right after Holmes. And
Kylie James done a good job of managing that position thus far.
1-2 count as Lamb gets her sign from Venable. Pitch missed high. Tried to get her to chase. 1-2 or 2-2.
I believe it's 2-2. I understand that. You want to get the waste pitch here, but, I mean, you got to make short work.
Pitch missed low, a couple of inches out in front of the plate, bounced. A good catch.
A strikeout has a lot of momentum to it right here.
Good catch there by Venable to keep the runners where they are. As counts 3 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Twin Springs trying to get some insurance. This one a jam shot towards short. Good, or nearly a good grab by Slagle. They'll try to come up and throw to third. And in time, not in time. They called her safe as the base slid out from under one of those safe bases. A little fly ball hit toward left center. It looked like Gross would come up throwing. She kind of bobbled it when she came up.
I thought she had it.
And it was bang, bang, called safe there at third, and the bases are full for Twin Springs. Bases loaded as Compton's at third, Burke at second, and now Adams after the singles on at first. Now Coach Myers coming out to talk to the field ump, Mr. Jeter, Mr. Bob Jeter. Looking to appeal here, I believe, to the home plate ump, Mr. Steve Lester. He didn't really have an angle, I don't think. Mark's trying to listen into the conversation. Don't think you're going to get much change here. The base slid off. They're going to keep the call on the field of safe, and the base is still loaded. 6-5, and the bases are loaded for Twin Springs. Here in the top of the 7th inning. Big insurance opportunity for the Titans as they'll send their number 9 hitter, Belle McCoy, to the plate. 0 for 3 today. Infield's going to play in, try to get that out at the plate.
Folks, I'll relay the information I got. Absolutely nothing.
Can't hear a whole lot, yeah. Pitch hit hard down the third base line, but just foul right past James. 0-1. Big spot here for the second baseman, McCoy, who's at the plate for the Titans.
Big spot for everybody on the field right now.
Cats need to stop, need to get out of this inning with no damage, and Twin Springs trying to pile on as much as they can here as we're in the final frame. They're leading 6-5. There's a pitch outside corner.
Ooh.
Didn't get the call, just outside. Didn't miss by much, and James kind of giving a look toward home plate, or Lamb, that is, giving a look toward home plate. No call, though. 1-1 count, 1 out. Bases full for the Titans as they lead 6-5 here in the top of the 7th. Inside pitch falls down and in, ball 2.
But the strike zone's been pretty tight all game long. I think I'd respect it at this point.
So a couple of hits this inning so far and an error. A ground ball or fouled straight off home plate. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. This is the pitch right here. With 1 down, you got the top of the lineup coming up on deck. 2-2 count. Cats trail by 1. Twin Springs bases loaded here. Nowhere to putter. And here's the pitch. Grounded towards first. They're going to have to go straight home, and they don't get the out. Just laid on the throw. Didn't really charge it as Davidson just kind of stood back.
I didn't like that play. I think you should have went to first base there.
Got to come at that ball and sort of shorten the distance between you and the throw. And there, Davidson kind of played back on it, and a run scores on an infield or on a fielder's choice. As Compton scored, makes it 7-5. It's Bailey Lamb. Try to get the Cats out of this. Still bases loaded. And 1 down for Twin Springs. Way in the back of the batter's box is Alyssa McCracken as we've gotten back to the top of the order.
Good
Called
pitch there.
strike down and in, and it's 0-1. Inning started off with a fly out to left. Since then, we've had a single, an error by third base. Natalie Adams had a single, and then McCoy there reached on a fielder's choice that scored a run. Check swing.
Yes, she did.
And no-go, says Jeter, but wow. That's a tough angle there. He's a shortstop. Really need that third base up. I believe we had a commit there on the swing.
I think she turned her whole body with it.
1-1 count. So timeout called by Coach Lawson, manager.
Expect a bunt. Short talk. Expect a bunt. Suicide squeeze.
1-1 count, 1 out. Bases juiced. This one missed down and away.
Oh, she wanted it. Just needed a smart take.
2-1 to count. 7-5, Twin Springs with the lead. 1 down, top of the 7th. Big spot here. Here's the pitch. 2-1, a jam shot right back to the pitcher. They're going to have to come up and go home with it. She knocked it down, made the play at the plate as Bailey Lamb caught it and threw ahead and got Chloe Burke, who was at third base, trying to score. So just kind of knocked it down. Reaching on the fielder's choice, so the base is still loaded, but they get the lead runner out at the plate. It was kind of a funny event there. After like 5 minutes after they got her out, she slid into home plate.
I think she didn't realize that Venable was standing right on the plate.
Venable tying her shoe, slid into her and untied her shoe. Evidently got the cleat called in it. His base is still loaded, but the Cats get an important out there as they go 1-2 on the putout and keep it a 2-run game going in with 1 more out to go. So definitely where you want to be here. You got to get this out, though. It's a big swing and a miss from Emily Powers, who has had the 2-run home run. It's her lone hit of the afternoon. She's also hit by a pitch twice and grounded out to first. That one missed low, 1-1 to count. Starting to cool off a little bit. People throwing blankets up over their shoulders down that first base line.
We ain't covered up the shorts, Dylan.
Nope, we're out here braving the winter elements. Ground ball chopped off the plate, foul. 1-2. So Bailey Lamb 1 pitch away from getting out of this jam. Bases loaded, 2 down.
Chances you wear shorts on Thursday?
Pretty low. I haven't seen the forecast, but I'm sure it's probably cold since you're bringing it up.
Making sure.
1-2 count, 2 down. Big pitch coming here from Lamb. Gets her sign. Here's the wind. A fly ball popped foul into right over the dugout of Twin Springs on the third base line. Still 1-2.
Close it out right here.
So still 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Here's the pitch.
Oh, good
high,
pitch.
Missed high that time as Venable had to come out of her crouch there to even get a glove on it. 2-2. Tried to get a chase, and we do have 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and the bases loaded here in the top of the 7th.
A ball at eye level just kind of gets you wanting to swing at it.
Here's a 2-2. A hard pitch fouled off, barely got a piece. So we're in crunch time officially, and this is a great at-bat from Emily Powers right here with so much on the line. You've got 3 base runners out there with the bases loaded, where she hit the 2-run homer earlier, so you're wanting to tread lightly, but you have nowhere to put her. 2-2 count. Pitch on the way, hit off the end of the bat, foul.
She just keeps sticking with it.
Still 2-2. James, or Lamb that is, keeps putting the strikes across, but contacts and fouling it off is Powers.